So yeah, I've pre-ordered the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. Now I obviously don't look or sound as optimistic as I probably should be, but we'll get into all the reasons why a little later on in the video. These are the top 5 reasons why I decided to order the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. First and foremost, let's go right ahead and address the elephant in the room, the price. This camera is going to cost $12.95 US for the body when it launches in September. If you put that into perspective, the Panasonic GH5 and GH5S, which are the major competitors to this camera, both cost a lot more. Simply put, you cannot get a better deal at this price point and functionality. Nothing even comes close to it. If you're looking for an affordable and portable cinema camera, then this really is something to seriously consider. Second are the features and specs. Blackmagic are sort of like the underdogs of the cinema camera market compared to some of the other competitors. However, one thing they're good at is listening to consumers. This camera is the result of all the feedback they've gotten from their previous pocket cinema camera, and the specs back that up. The camera will do cinema 4K at 60 frames per second, 100 frames per second in full HD. It has a mini XLR port, dual native ISO, a CFast 2.0 and SD card slot. It will even let you record video straight to your portable SSD. The list goes on, and the one thing you begin to notice as you read through the specs is that these are features that all filmmakers and videographers actually want in real life. No gimmicks over here. It seems to be an incredibly thought out product. Third on my list is the Micro Four Thirds mount. I primarily shoot all my photos and videos on the Micro Four Thirds platform, so it's nice that I'll be able to use all my lenses with this camera without any issues. Another factor to consider is the sheer mass of Micro Four Thirds lenses that are available on the market today. You're pretty much spoiled for choice. The fourth thing on my list is the portability factor. Now Blackmagic call it the pocket cinema camera, but let's face it, it is not going to fit in anyone's pockets. If you consider the image quality and recording options we've been promised, then this camera is not big at all. Other cameras that offer the same kind of filmmaker-centric options are big, heavy and bulky. The pocket cinema camera isn't the smallest camera by any measure, but the fact that a single videographer can carry the body, a number of lenses, and perhaps some audio equipment in a single bag is more than good enough for me. Finally, the fifth thing on my list is the Blackmagic ecosystem as a whole. This includes the very simple and easy to use Blackmagic operating system, the outstanding color science, and the fact that this camera comes with a copy of DaVinci Resolve. Unlike Panasonic and other camera manufacturers that typically compete in this price segment, Blackmagic is a fully bred cinema camera manufacturer with 17 years experience. They've learned a lot from their mistakes and know how to make great cameras for video. The cameras are made and designed for filmmaking. Those are the top 5 reasons that led me to making my pre-order. However, now we must talk about why I'm nervous and perhaps not entirely convinced. Blackmagic has a terrible history with bringing cameras into production. The original pocket cinema camera and their 4K camera were announced at NAB in 2013 and only started shipping weeks after the promised date. As if that wasn't bad enough already, when the cameras got onto the shelves, shipping was very slow for a significant period of weeks. So they don't have a particularly good history in terms of meeting deadlines. We've been promised that the camera will be available later on in September, and the CEO, Grant Petty, says he's extremely confident that they can keep that promise. Fingers definitely crossed on that one, and I guess only time will tell. Another thing to point out is that Blackmagic has had quality control issues in the past with faulty sensors and just overall bad build quality. Some corners definitely have to be cut to be able to deliver this camera at the expected price point. So there's definitely a little concern there in terms of overall quality and durability of the product. And lastly, perhaps the biggest concern of all is the fact that all the features and capabilities of this camera are pretty much just talk at this point in time. Blackmagic has not released any videos showcasing the picture quality and what the camera is able to achieve. At NAB, consumers were able to use the cameras, but if we're being completely honest, a lot of those sets were very well lit with quality lighting, and in some instances the camera was rigged up with Hollywood grade lenses that cost tens of thousands of dollars. So there's definitely a little bit of a gray area there. No one actually truly knows what this camera is capable of because there's absolutely nothing to show for it. So after hearing that, you might be wondering why I would pre-order this camera considering the very significant concerns that I have. The answer to that question is very simple. If this camera comes out in September and it can only do half the things that Blackmagic has promised, then it'll still be a bargain. The only other camera that kind of delivers the same feature set, the GH5S, is currently going for $2,300 US. 2,300. That's nearly double the price of the Pocket Cinema camera. So even though I haven't seen what this camera can do, judging by what Blackmagic has promised us, this is probably going to be the camera to look out for in 2018. I'm going to be making a whole lot of videos as soon as I get hold of my unit come September, and you can also expect a comprehensive review. Blackmagic is an Australian-based company, so hopefully we should be able to get our units out here first. If that's something that you're interested in, then make sure that you're subscribed so you do not miss a thing. There you have it, folks. That's the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. The camera that supposedly promises a whole lot for a lot less than anything else. Hopefully this turns out to be a gamble that's worthwhile for all of us that have pre-ordered. Thanks for watching, and I hope that this video has been useful to you. Please leave a like or a comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turn on notifications for more videos like this. Catch you folks in the next one.